changes soon. Can get a doobie on a plane, but there's Uzis in our schools. Every dude who touched a boob or a booty getting me too. What you expect from the kids who went to Hooters after school? We're all triggered and defensive. We're all racist and we're sexist. We all grew up watching South Park. How are we offended? Now being fat is beautiful. Name a thing that you can't do. Jumping jacks, run a mile, live past 42. Man, it used to be cool to just convert to the system, but now it's trendy to be triggered and pretend you're a victim. It's my race, it's my weight, it's because I'm a Christian. I hate the internet and anyone who has an opinion. And everybody angry if you say white. Hey, fine, pass me the brush and I'll paint my face to the shapes right. Let's talk about abortion. Sorry, tell me how this works.
Bacteria is life on Mars, but a heartbeat isn't life on Earth? Weird.
Y'all so stupid. Why are y'all so stupid? Get better problems, I swear to God that I want them. Y'all so dumb. People so stupid. People so dumb. People so boo-hoo. Wah, wah, wah. Get better issues, we're gonna run out of tissues. It's so dumb. I'm a hater because I can't relate to gay pride. Call me homophobic because I don't want to date guys. K-side. I for one am not surprised the world is kind along the way. Give trophies to children for losing just because they decide to play. We exercise our right to vote and hate the politicians. Hey, this is a democracy. It's partly your decision. Hey, this is weird. Feels like this a different year. If I identify as a female, then will my balls and penis disappear? Children want a gender switch and hating men is feminist. Depression and anxiety are trendy. We're too sensitive. Invented 80 genders. Mad the world is not accepting it. Give them more attention than normal women and men can get. What a contradiction. Being human is so tragic. Focus on minorities, ignoring all the masses. Hallelujah, everyone. Activism saved the planet. No more plastic straws and paper, just paper straws wrapped in plastic. Congratulations. Y'all so stupid. Why are y'all so stupid? Get better problems, I swear to God that y'all want them. Y'all so dumb. People so stupid. People so dumb. People so boo-hoo. Wah, wah, wah. Get better issues, we're gonna run out of tissues. It's so dumb. Look, I get it, it's like the world is going crazy. Seems like a school shooting happens almost daily. The racism, rape culture, hatred that we're facing is way too ingrained for a hashtag to change it. We've become so lazy and complacent, afraid of our generation. We think activism's Instagramming memes and complaining. It's a problem when there's actually actions you could be taking, but you're triggered, so you just cry like a baby. Y'all so stupid. Why are y'all so stupid? Get better problems, I swear to God that y'all want them. Y'all so dumb. People so stupid, people so dumb, people so boo-hoo, wah, wah, wah. Get better issues, we're gonna run out of tissues. It's so dumb. We motherfucking all. What up, it's your boy Marco from Upside Down. The fuck Wednesday? Kinda.
We don't need to know. What the fuck?
I'm here tonight with motherfucking Big Sniz.
What up?
Look at Jeremy just floating around the house.
Jerome.
Jerome
in the house.
Jerome. What's your prison name? Hold my pocket. Hold my pocket. And on the ones and twos, we got motherfucking Greg in the back.
What up, y'all?
Cat getting ready to dip.
Kitty cat looks like she just had it with the day. She said, fuck it. I'm out. Alright, so we kind of free balling tonight.
Free balling.
I did bring up a little something. I don't know if anybody out there been paying attention to the shit that's been going on in Chicago with the mask mandate. I was hipping Jared in a
the pimpin' mask mandate.
So this cunt Lori Lightfoot, that bitch who looked like Buckley stuck her finger in the fucking light socket.
Mm-hmm.
She out there tossing her ovaries around again, talking about all the police will have, they have no choice, will have the vaccine. Got a third order police union said no, you can't do that, and she don't give a fuck. She says that they're trying to start an insurrection. That seems to be the new fucking trigger word now, insurrection. There ain't been an insurrection. You know, that whole fucking Capitol
That wasn't an insurrection.
No, that was not. I don't understand. First, that wasn't even an attack.
It was an out-of-control protest. I will give it that.
Yeah. And then even at that...
I personally do think about some lines and boundaries were crossed there, bro.
Oh, no doubt. But, again, you don't have a
insurrection
That
and
is
people
not-
walking in single file line, staying inside the fucking velvet ropes, walking into the Capitol building. I do recall when AOC first fucking got elected, she got in there, and her people went to Nancy Pelosi's fucking office. A whole mob full of people were protesting. Where was that insurrection? So, I'm gonna get back to that trigger word in a minute. But anyways, this time, thinks she's gonna tell all these police officers that they have to get the vaccine. There's no option for them. They're not allowed to strike. Supposedly, it's supposedly in their contract or whatever. And if they don't, then they get fired with no benefits, no time, no retirement, no nothing. Bitch, how the fuck? Go ahead.
Here's a couple of things on that. One, she can spout off at the mouth all she wants on that. The courts will play that out if she tries to clamp down on that or follow through on that, and I guarantee you she will lose in the courts, especially on seniority.
I can't wait. That is one fucking thing I keep an eye on.
That will not stand.
Dude, she come out like she's Bruce Wayne.
Here's what really needs to really start alarming people, even people who are on the pro-vax side. They are systematically getting anyone who in these roles, in these first responder roles, in the military, law enforcement, nursing, medicine in general, doctors, researchers, anybody who questions it, they are getting rid of the people who would be the whistleblowers, the people who would be the ones. They're getting rid of the good ones and keeping the ones that just will put their head down and do what the fuck they're told. And this ought to alarm every single fucking citizen.
Exactly. Y'all talking all this shit about these dirty cops and these bad cops.
Those are going to be the only ones left.
Those are the ones that are left. You know, they're going to cover their asses because they got the vaccine and they fucking kiss ass. And the good ones, the ones that are trying to be, gone. And then the fact that they're saying that they're trying to call, nobody's saying shit about the Israeli studies that's been going on about the vaccine and the natural immunity. Nobody, there's other countries now coming out with the whole shit that if you caught COVID and you survived it,
you're already better protected.
Right, you're better protected than any vaccine or any booster. But they won't let you know all that.
Fauci's saying now that if you're vaccinated, the best way to protect yourself or to up your immunity is to go get it.
Dude, Fauci is the
They're going to start having COVID parties. I swear to fucking God, people are dumb enough. They're going to start having fucking COVID parties.
And then, these idiots are just take it. You're not responsible for the rest of the people. You're not this. Oh, shut the fuck up. Now, last week, I made a good point, because of the stupidity of the world, and I see where some people, I get it. I see where some people are paranoid because there are a lot of fucking idiots out there. But when it boils down to it, as a fucking American, you have the right to say no. As a fucking human, you have the right to say no. Can't nobody force no shit into your body. That's rape. You force the dick into a female, that's rape. You force the fucking needle into a male or female, that's fucking rape. I mean,
it's not rape. It's assault, but it's not rape.
You're sticking a shaft up in somebody unwillingly.
It's not a sexually motivated crime.
Depends on where that needle goes.
It's not a sexually motivated. What we're talking about is not a sexually motivated crime.
Well, just, the point being is you can't force somebody to do some shit. You just can't. I mean, even the courts have stepped back. And was
Skeletor can.
And that's why Skeletor looks like Skeletor. He got AIDS.
He got the AIDS.
he got the AIDS, and not the good AIDS like Magic Johnson.
Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen got the winning AIDS.
You notice after Charlie Sheen got rid of his AIDS, shit got quiet. He was like, all right, we'll let you slide on this, but you gonna shut the fuck up and not tell anybody. You know, just like, you know, the vaccine that's given to all these fucking senators and all this shit, you know, the next day they're fine. That is not the vaccine that they're giving everybody else. And if you can't fucking figure that shit out.
I don't know, because I haven't had the vaccine. I can't tell you.
But, you know, even with Trump. With Trump and his whole family got COVID the next day, they got some kind of shot. They didn't tell you, they would not tell you what vaccine they gave him. But Trump was the next day. He might as well have been playing for the WNBA. He was that good.
They look about the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Only they taller.
But back to the Lightfoot cunt. Not only the same day that she put out all this blasphemous bullshit against the cops, this dirty cunt was at a WNBA championship thing where I guess Michigan or Chicago won the championship. No mask, out there taking pictures with people, shaking hands and all that. Oh, so all the cops are going to get fired and catch hell if they don't fucking follow your mask mandate and your vaccine mandate. But bitch, you got your buckwheat looking ass out there fucking shaking hands. Man. You know, somebody asked once upon a time it was a question on Facebook. You know, if you were a female for a day, what would you do? And they had all these dudes, you know, putting up dumb shit like, I'll be fucking everybody, or I'll do this, or I'll do... No. I got a list of bitches whose asses need whooped. And Lori Lightfoot is on that list. I'm just walking up, no weapons,
just
no
haymaker.
Nothing. I'm going to look at her cop entourage, because you know she's going to have the bodyguards, even though she's from the police. You know, I'm going to look at all her cop entourage and be like, y'all got vaccines? Y'all got you know, I might even show a titty, and then I'm going to knock that buckwheat bitch the fuck out. I'm going to knock her fuck out, and I'm going to sneeze in her face when she hits the ground. Might even just drop that loogie. Now that might be, they might think the loogie was a hate crime or something, so no. I want to be a black woman, so don't look a bitch at me there's some race shit. Cause ain't nothing got to do with race with the ass whoopings I got to dish out.
Dude, you have made me rethink my entire outlook on the what if I ever woke up a woman.
Yeah.
If I were a woman for 24 hours, you're damn right. I got a list of bitches.
Yeah, I ain't hoeing.
I'm hoeing. I only got 25. I'm whooping ass. I got a list of bitches that need their ass whooped.
I'm waking up. I'm going to get me a nice, healthy breakfast.
I'm going to put on some makeup. I'm going to look pretty.
Yep. I'm going
out
to
to dress like
ass
the nines.
Yep.
I'm going to look good.
No high heels, though.
No. What? You don't fight in heels?
No. But you carry them heels to beat the shit out of bitches. Yes. Now, as a Puerto Rican mama, I know the damage a high heel can do to a dome.
Hell yes.
My mom used to be able to toss a high heel like a
List of
boomerang.
bitches.
Whoo. I'm talking ass whooping like Ronda Rousey ass whooping.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm going to recruit the transgender fucking wrestlers. You know, all the dudes dress up like chicks, beating ass, and they talking shit. But come on, we got shit to do. You identify as women, they treat y'all like women. I'm a woman for today. We going to fuck some shit up.
We got shit to do.
Yeah, it'd be like the Dudley Boys out in that motherfucker. I'm telling you. I'm going to have a big bitch from the MMA. I'm going to have a big bitch from the high school wrestling. Those are going to be Bubba Ray and the other motherfucker. And we going at it. We going to fuck at it. Her Nancy Pelosi, I'm knocking her teeth out her mouth. I'm knocking her fucking porcelain teeth right out her grill. Ha! AOC? Yeah. I might even have... Congress! I might even have AOC munching kitty.
Just donkey punch every once in a while.
Just have AOC
just a little knot on the dome. Get down there.
No teeth.
Get in there.
No teeth. just that little the knuckle right there. Puerto Ricans called the putazo. The little lump right on top of the head. Oh yeah, ass whoopings for
Get that tongue in there.
days. Oh my god. The only bitch that I'd love to beat her ass, but I ain't gonna come near is Hillary Clinton. I bet you end my day. I'll be walking down the street and just boom.
You just hang yourself from a street light.
Just news come down from the fucking street like Conjuring. I didn't kill myself.
And unidentified Cuban man hung himself today.
No, they'll say Mexicans, so the Republicans will be on their side. Fuck that Mexican.
See, you let one through.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. Oh my god, who's another cunt that needs their ass whooped? Oh, The View. Each and every one of them bitches from The View. Each from Whoopi down. Whoopi down.
Whoopi needs a whooping.
I'm whooping Whoopi's ass. Oh my god, and I want Oprah to watch. I don't want to be Oprah's
He's
ass.
gonna like Clockwork Orange Oprah. He's gonna tie her down, have little things holding her eyeballs open.
I want Oprah.
You're gonna watch this.
Bitch, you the most powerful fucking woman in the world, and you was Seeley? Oh, man. No, you were Seeley. Whoopi Goldberg was Seeley. Who the fuck was Oprah on there? I remember her heart. I see that movie so much growing up. I slugs Hoppo with all my heart, but I kill him dead before I let him beat me. So you keep advising him the way you do. You gonna have a dead son. That's Color Purple, Oprah Winfrey. I don't even know what Seeley's fucking kids said when they came back from Africa. Buddy mama, buddy mama. That's what you got. This is an award-winning film. This motherfucker's still getting Oscars and Emmys and whatever other fucking awards you could possibly get. And that's your part in that movie. I was The Color Purple. Which part? Buddy mama, buddy. Makita da. Yeah. Got a bunch of white folks in the studio. They're looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I've seen it.
I've seen it.
I've seen Roots too.
Yeah, I didn't see Roots, and I see Queen. You ever see
Queen.
That's when they try to whiten the Roots up a little bit.
Now this is how white my dad was. I saw the Shogun miniseries too.
I've seen Shogun plenty of times.
Yeah, but it was an event in my house when it was on for the first time. It was like
That.
we popped popcorn.
Yep.
You know, we
Shoguns and what was the Bronson, Charles Bronson, the Death Wishes. Remember the original
no
Death
Shogun. I'm
Wishes?
talking the miniseries.
Yeah,
it was like
but-
on PBS.
But my dad was like that with the Charles Bronson movie. My mom was like that with Star Wars. That's because how I became a Star Wars buff.
That explains it.
But my dad was mad, like
The Charles Bronson,
yeah,
the Death Wish movies.
and who the fuck else was the white dude, the karate dude, Chuck Norris, when he was still Asian-y, before he hit Texas and became the Ranger. That was another.
I watch a lot of that shit now, man. I got Pluto TV on my Fire Stick, and like in my favorites channels are those like the Fist of Fury channel, and you'll catch the old Chuck Norris movies like the Octagon.
Yeah,
Before-
the
even
Octagon
before,
was
like,
the shit.
Like, but this was like when he's not being the Army Ranger and
Right.
doesn't have guns and shit. This is just straight
Missing
up.
in Action was a good show too. The old school
The Missing Actions were good. The Delta Forces were good too. Although I watched I watched the original Delta Force.
That was
last
cheesy
week.
as fuck, dude. Oh my god.
I was like, oh my god. But I remember at the time when I first watched it,
oh, it was the shit.
like, and how real, like, it just, like, you're blown away by this fucking movie. And then I watched it, and I'm like, last week, and I'm
Like
like,
that's a dirt bike with smoke, like a smoke bomb on the back of it.
right, like I've built better than that. And this was a Hollywood production.
What scary movie was or no, was it a scary movie? It was called The Sword and the Sorcerer. I distinctly remember being so excited to go see this at the drive-in when I was little. My mom, my cousins, we all went to the drive-in when it was still on Belmont. The Sky, was that Sky High? What was the one on Belmont? It's a wall or Rite Aid right now, but back in the day it was a drive-in right there. And I remember that was just the most dude, I just seen a fucking review of that movie the other day. Matter of fact, it was yesterday. And
Jerome.
if that wasn't the most cheesy, non-plot, non-story having, I think the only thing that had was titties, and those are all early 80s titties, so they weren't even the good-looking titties. They were just like, if they were perky, they had like the skeletal ribs on the bottom, and if they were bigger, you know, she had some chub, and it wasn't even a good chub. And then, like, I distinctly remember the sword. Like, in the show, I remember this badass sword. It was a 3-bladed sword. Yeah, to see that sword now, I didn't see better swords in, like Mattel's fucking G.I. Joe toys. It just shot. You saw just, like, these plastic things pop, spring-loaded, pop off the side of this sword. And then they edited to the swords being inside somebody's chest. That, like you said, I built better shit than that. Terrible. It kind of goes into what else Jared and I was talking about before I got here. I just happened to pop in a video of new Halloween Mandela effects. And there's some shit in there like the War of the Worlds thing got me fucked up. Like, me growing up, like, I didn't hear it originally. I heard the original, you know,
we heard
a few
about
years
the
later.
story.
Yeah. And I used to love listening to the original on radio.
Broadcast, yeah, they used to play it.
And from everybody, even my mom, my grandmother even told me that when they heard this story played on the radio, there was mass panic in the country. In the country. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
What about you, Greg? You remember War of the Worlds?
No.
You don't remember them saying anything about War of the Worlds?
Oh, no, not at all.
Really?
Right.
That's what happens when you grow up under a rock. What about you, Kat? You ever hear the War of the Worlds? Nope. Alright, so at least me and Jared did.
Like, oh, no.
Not really, motherfucker. Fuck! Pull up your shirt and see your ass fro. We'll count the rings. But yeah, it was a mass panic in the fucking country. Now, according to this Mandela effect, we get fucked. Everybody knew it was some bullshit. And even Hitler fucking wrote, you know, chimed in on a newspaper and said that this was just, you know, the U.S.'s decadence and how just you know.
I mean, just a simple Google search right now still says that there was, you know, mass panic. You got to remember, it was only broadcast over, you know, a radio station. So it only had, back then, you know, it only had a certain radius that people would be able to hear it, right?
Let me see if I can find it.
I got it right here.
No, I'm talking about what I saw.
It said, although the program included a reminder at intermission that it was a dramatization, thousands of anxious and confused listeners believed it to be real. They besieged police departments, newspapers.
Yeah, supposedly none of that happened.
I mean, it's still showing up in a regular Google search that it did happen. So I mean, it just sounds like somebody's just talking shit.
Just like The Exorcist, was there ever a feeding tube in Reagan's fucking nose during the exorcism? You ever remember a feeding tube?
I don't remember well enough to tell you yay or nay on that.
I just watched that motherfucker and I didn't see the feeding tube. And yeah, there's a feeding tube in that cunt's nose. But they took it out before her head spun. Which, you know, makes sense. They would have had to, or they'd have had to fucking, like, it would have been like an umbilical cord wrap. But still, I mean, I don't remember no feeding tube in that guy's nose.
I don't ever remember seeing one.
Oh, let's see. I'm trying to find. Okay. Let's see. If this is. No, that's The Exorcist. Alright. Let's see if I found it.
Well, it turns out a lot of scenes she actually did.
That's what she had, the nose thing.
Well, it turns out in a lot of scenes.
You can't.
October 30th,
There it goes.
1938, the day before Halloween. Famed writer George Orson Welles performed the terrifying radio adaptation of H.G. Wells' novel, The War This Halloween special radio broadcast was a fictional news report of aliens violently invading Earth. Now, here is the Mandela effect for those of you who learned about this in school. What was the effect of this radio broadcast? Did it cause mass panic across the country, or did it cause very little panic across the country?
It didn't cause mass panic across the country because it was from a local broadcast.
See, I was told it was.
If you're like me, you remember learning that this day before Halloween radio broadcast caused major panic across the country.
No, see, I remember it as localized.
Workers left what they were doing to hide. People jumped off buildings, and emergency services were overwhelmed with calls.
Yeah,
This
in
was
a
taught to
certain
us in
area.
school to highlight the power the media has over
According, not even
information
that happened.
and how it must be used responsibly. Or at least that's what I took away from it. As it turns out now, there was never a major panic. No one died, no one jumped, nothing of the sort happened. In fact, Adolf Hitler himself joined in on the mass hysteria and publicity and used it as an example of, quote, evidence of the decadence and corrupt condition of democracy. Very weird. Now, some theorize that the reports came out to artificially sell newspapers. Others say it was never a big deal to begin with. And the rest of us are just left scratching our heads. So what do you remember learning about? Or, if you happen to be old enough, what do you remember about this broadcast? Do you remember learning that the special Halloween radio broadcast of the War of the Worlds caused a mass panic? Or has the Mandela effect struck again?
What I remember learning is it did in the area that was able to hear the broadcast, that it did cause panic in that area, but, you know,
What I grew up
three-quarters
knowing.
of the country away, they didn't hear the broadcast, so...
Well, I guess I can see where that happens. Not everybody had the radio, but I was always told, it was across the country. Whoever heard it, it caused a fucking panic. And then even when they came in the middle of it, was like, look, this is some fake shit. Nobody gave a fuck.
Right.
They were still out there acting a fool. They're saying that, this dude saying, nope, never happened. Nobody
That dude's
ever.
penis wrinkle.
It didn't
We
happen.
ain't gotta listen to him.
I'm more inclined to listen to him than listen to Google. Zuckerberg said, oh, yeah, no, it didn't happen. Yeah, it happened.
Whatever,
like that.
mother trucker.
So, you see, like, we got a lot of planes dropping out of the sky lately?
I don't know, have we?
I guess you haven't. Yeah. And they're like not big like airliner planes or airlines. They're like people owned planes. Like one fell. Where was it? I want to say in the upper northern part of the U.S. The one just happened down in Texas. There was actually 3 in the past month, I believe. Just
Wow.
they're calling air, flight air, obviously, or whatever, or pilot air, but that's kind of odd. Just people who own their own little planes tend to be more safer and more careful with their shit than people who are just chucking these government fucking steel tubes through the air.
I don't know, man. Anybody I've ever known that's been a pilot's pretty careful about what they're doing when they're flying, period. I mean, just the ones I know. I don't know a whole shitload of them, but I know a handful, and they're all pretty serious dudes when it comes to that shit.
Yeah, I mean, when I went to school at the JBS, my machine shop class was right next to the pilot, the aeronautics, whatever class. I used to go in there all the time and just kick. Those are some serious, you gotta be. You're fucking flying. Everything's gotta be fucking tits right there. Talk about accurate. There is no. Oops. Well, I'll just no.
I had a boss in the car service business that he loved to hire guys that had some kind of aviation background, whether it was just in schooling or whether it was like we hired one kid who he knew how to work on cars too, but for years he had just worked at his family owned an airfield. So when he got out of trade school, he just worked at the airport because they don't have comebacks. They don't have comebacks. They quadruple and quintuple check everything before it rolls out because it's so ingrained in them. Because if you can't have a comeback, you
ain't coming back from 40,000 feet.
Right? Yeah, a loose bolt at 40,000 can really fuck
Yeah, let's
Fuck
screw a
your day
pooch. Let's screw a pooch real quick. They still can't find Malaysia Flight 13347 or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, I mean, you know, somebody might have just left the evap sensor unplugged or something.
They ain't gonna put the oxygen sensor in. It keeps blowing.
Tired of that fucking light blinking. Can you shut it off for me? We'll get it on the next run.
Right.
Who put the electrical tape over the brake light?
Maybe the gauges were like the dash in your truck, Greg.
Right.
Fucking pilot sitting there tapping on them.
We got enough gas? Yeah, the gas gauge float. It's a floating gauge. It's a floating gauge.
It's a float issue. The float's stuck. There's plenty of gas. You guys did fuel up back there, right? You filled it up?
Yep.
Everybody bought their parachutes and umbrellas. Might have to Mary Poppins out this bitch. But yeah, they had a lot of motherfucking just drop it out the sky. Just drop it out.
That's terrible.
Yep. And then
Everybody's still trying to be like Kobe.
that's great.
It was going to happen sooner or later. It might as well have happened here.
Oh well,
It might as well have happened here.
that reminds me of a joke I thought of. I thought it was funny, but I guess some people might think it's important.
He's like, I thought it was funny.
But you know what? Derek Chauvin was listening on the way to jail. Pink Floyd.
God.
I guess I shouldn't say that one on stage tomorrow night at the Puerto Rican bar.
Who gives a fuck?
Might have to take my bulletproof vest for that one.
Maybe two.
Hey, I'm just going to let you know I'm not coming to that show. I avoid all situations where I hear bulletproof vest being like part of the attire. It's just this new thing I'm doing.
Not like
Well, it's like
Right,
certain,
I'm really
certain
trying to
guys when they
avoid-
ask me, it's like, you want to go do a show? Do I got to bring my gun?
Right.
do I got
Jerome.
to bring the gun? Ugh. Oh, my fucking back is fucking killing me. Oh my god.
I mean, I'm done with all that kind of stuff.
With the back killing you stuff?
No, fucking, yeah, do I gotta bring the gun? Like, I don't want to go then. Like, you know, yeah, once upon a time, it was like, fuck yeah, let's go, I'm bringing 4. Like, now it's like, do I gotta bring my gun? Yeah. I got a lot of laundry
How's
to
the
do.
food there?
Like, I gotta do laundry or something. I gotta watch some fucking Blue Bloods or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have time for that shit anymore.
Yeah. Tends to happen. It's like a condom. I'd rather have one and not need it than
No,
need
no,
it.
no, no, no. I get you on that. And right now, you know, for reasons
Especially after that fucking joke.
for reasons I can't right now, so I don't. I abide by the law because I am a mostly law-abiding citizen.
I'm a citizen.
I am a citizen.
Oh yeah, we all citizens, motherfucker.
I'm Native
And nowadays-
American. I was born here.
Nowadays, it don't even matter if you're a fucking citizen.
Actually, if I wasn't, I would probably get benefits that I don't get right
Yeah, no shit.
now. I'm just saying.
I need to learn my Spanish better. Fucking go visit Texas and just walk up to a cop. I need an asylum. You don't sound fucking Spanish. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, I need an asylum, I said. Is that the new car? I need an asylum on 20s. I want my rights like the President Joe Biden says in the TV.
In the TV.
Ain't that what Scarface said about you? I want my rights like the President Jimmy Carter says on the TV. You know, I'll camp under a bridge for a fucking week to get free health care, check, car, house.
Moved into a luxury hotel, yeah. They did that in New York City. After COVID,
Yep.
a couple hotels were just, nope, you're out of business. You're just going to...
Our soldiers were sitting in parking decks.
You're going to house homeless people.
And they got forced to do it. Now, mind you, that's a good thing. It's a nice thing to do, but you can't force fucking places to do that shit. You just can't. You can't do that. It's just like, you know, it goes back to the whole censorship thing on YouTube or Facebook or anything like that. You know, yeah, it sucks. Yeah, you know, they may be pushing
Cheers.
one thing and not the other, and it's not fair. But ultimately, that belongs to somebody. You can't just walk into somebody's house. Say you don't like this, you gotta change it. You don't like it, leave the house.
Right.
That's it. You know, but that option, saying that option to anybody nowadays is racist and controversial. How? That is the most polite thing you could say to somebody. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, and if you don't like it, you're more than welcome to go somewhere else. What is wrong with that answer?
Nothing, because most people don't say it that way. It's the way they say it, and it is very abrasive.
You don't like it, get out. Same shit. But my mama told me.
I understand that. We're dealing with a much softer generation.
Yeah, Jerome. wait for his man bun to just pop out of nowhere.
Like, I use fuck like most people use salt on French fries. And, like, my older kids, even when they were younger, my girls weren't affected by it. Like, my youngest boy, like, I don't know, man. Like, they're just so...
Ever since Captain America said the language on
Oh, God, I fucking hear it all the time.
That was it. Once Captain, when Tony Stark was like, are we going to just go by, you know, Cap saying language? That was it. When they censored Cap, fucking blew it. So we're around break time?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to take about 5-10 minute break and we'll be back with some other bullshit.
I love coming back with more bullshit.
Cody. Certified slash. Cody is certified slash. Cody is certified slash. Certified slash.
Werewolf. Frankenstein's like the poo butt. He's the cuck.
He's a cuck.
Alright,
The monster is a cuck.
we are back. We were talking about Rob Zombie redoing the monsters and how it would be. And Jared brought up a very, very good point that not too many people seem to fucking... it didn't really dawn on me until right now. Why don't you break it down, Jared?
Well, I mean, little Eddie Munster, he's a werewolf, right? And everybody was just kind of cool with overlooking that fact. Because if you look at mom and dad, ain't no werewolf there.
So,
Neither mom nor dad's a werewolf. How'd they get a little werewolf?
So I posed a couple scenarios on that, and I'm thinking that maybe Mama, she got knocked up before she met Frankenstein, and we all knew Grandpa was all hammered all the time. He looked as white as he was white even for a vampire, so he was doing dope. He was always hanging upside down to drain the fucking sinuses and shit, tweaking and driving that fucking car wherever.
Let's drive to the devil's house.
So dad wasn't helping. Who knows where her mama went? The dad, obviously the werewolf was a dog, so he left her. And he found Frankenstein had his own house. Frankenstein had a job. Frankenstein had an extra spot for dad to hide in the basement. There you go. He's I love you, baby. I'll take care of this. Like he's my own son. Nobody even know. The only way that would have changed anybody's mind or anything back in them days when that movie was fucking made, or that series was made, is if they'd have made him black. If they animated black, then everybody be like, hey, he's a werewolf.
He's a werewolf.
How the fuck does that happen? His mom's a whore. That's why they don't want him in the neighborhood. It ain't because they dress all goth. Because she out there fucking slaves.
Damn.
I was going to say something a little bit worse. But
Holy guacamole.
no, not the Mexicans. The Mexicans weren't slaves. They were just the help. They were the maids and shit. They didn't get whooped.
They didn't get whooped.
They got the tacos. That's what they got. But yeah, then, no, there's something else that nobody ever, like, brought up. The little white girl that always stayed with them. Remember the original series? The run-of-the-mill, average, goody-goody, all-American white girl that used to chill with them?
Yeah.
I always said where she came from, who she was, why she was there. She was like
She was stolen.
Yeah, that's it. That's gonna be any part of the like a Rob Zombie. They're gonna just like traffic her from somewhere.
Right. She was took it.
And then if that's
Somewhere
the
in
case,
St. Paul, Minnesota, someone's missing daughter.
and then if that's the case, then who's she fucking? Because you know one of them is fucking her. So it's either Frankenstein's toy, Grandpa's toy, or fucking Eddie's toy.
He is a werewolf.
Yeah, I would think that maybe. Well,
Maybe right now he just sniffs her crotch and bats her across the floor a couple times.
I would think like Frankenstein. Can you imagine Frankenstein just getting hammered? And I'm going to get the big dick. Go down, unscrew his cock, and fucking screw
Jesus.
on this huge fucking Makita fucking cock with 3 speeds on it.
Makita.
Pull the trigger.
Porter cable.
I like my Makitas. Or it could be one of Grandpa's toys.
His dildo's got an Evan Rude.
That's it. I'd love to see the crossover where the Munsters live next door to the Beverly Hillbillies. You think they'd notice? Because they had damn near the same kind of car. You know, they had that old fucking that looked like maybe a Essex or whatever with no top on it. They both had the weird fucking seat riding right in the middle. One Grandpa drove. Grandpa drove the fucking Monster Mobile with the big goggles on his face, and Grandma fucking rode on top in the big fucking Pope Mobile thing. So I think they'd live next door to each other.
Probably.
And the Adams family would be like them assholes down the street. Look at them fucking white trash. You imagine the Adams family? That's new money down there. Fucking people. Happy Gilmore and golf balls down through their windows. Wednesday, don't go fucking around with that werewolf kid.
Stay away from the wolf. He got fleas. You come back with fleas, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
I'll seize it. Or can you imagine Eddie Munster fucking Ellie Mae Clampett? Doggy style.
Well, on a different note, I now have an income idea through Pornhub, gentlemen.
It's already there.
Some cotton.
It's already there.
Yeah, but we'll still
We can still do it.
we still do it. We just put our spin on it. It could be it could be, cosplay, and we'll even throw in the whole Rob Zombie type version. Blood everywhere.
It's got to be, instead of Eddie Munster being a werewolf, you got to be a chupacabra.
No, he's got to be a werewolf. He's got to be Eddie Munster.
No, he'll be Eduardo.
Right, and copyright infringement.
Eduardo the chupacabra.
I'm down. Let's make it.
And the white girl is
I'll start
Karen.
on the permits tomorrow.
The white girl would be Karen.
Karen.
Eduardo and Karen. It would explain the fucking beat up car that's still running from back in the fucking
I'll
50s.
start the permit process tomorrow, gentlemen. We'll get ads out for actors and actresses.
Do we make it? See, now if we make him Cuban, then that would explain the car. But the Cuban, I mean, they still got chupacabra.
They got something.
We gotta let Scotty play the chupacabra. Ginger chupacabra.
Castro.
I am Eduardo.
Eduardo.
Eduardo. You gotta Mexican it up a little bit. Epa, Eduardo.
Damn.
Oh, man.
Chupacabra in a luchador mask.
A luchacabra.
Luchacabra.
There you go. That's the name of the fucking show. Luchacabra.
Dude, instead of just making a porno, we can actually make a full-length movie and it just be like the sex scenes will be porno scenes. Like full on.
Like old
make
school
a real
Cinemax.
movie. Right.
All right, we got the movie done. Now throw some titties in it.
Everywhere.
Luchacabra.
The luchacabra.
Oh my god, dude, we have to make this movie.
We just told everybody the whole fucking movie. We're right here at Upside Down Studios.
No, we just told him a monster with a chupacabra in it. Now, this
They're
thing-
gonna have
this
to
evolved.
see this. They're not gonna.
evolved.
There's gonna be so much.
Right.
Some Blair Witchy shit.
I gotta have the boogers hanging out. Instead of snot, it'd just be like a coke booger just hanging out.
Fucking.
I don't
One of those
know
meth
where. I'm sorry, I lost the bag.
One of those-
I lost the
one of those
bag. I don't
meth-
know where it's at.
One of those meth slugs. Tweaker's been up for 6 days.
I just want to tell everybody I'm sorry I lost the bag. I didn't snort it all.
Then her buddy comes over from the other side. You gonna eat that?
Drop it in a pipe.
I'll eat it. I'll eat it.
And that's when the luchacabra pops up after they smoke the fucking snot rock. They don't know whether it's real or not. It's the Blair luchacabra.
It eats him on the spot and keeps her for breeding purposes.
Smacks him in the head with a chair like a wrestler. You gotta have the luchacabra mask on. He comes out the tree, makes this big blood curdling scream with nails, and then grabs a chair and just smacks him. Drops an elbow and like a fucking Hulk Hogan knee on him.
We're so making this movie.
Do the people's eyebrows while fucking the chick.
Making this movie.
Dude, I think it could happen. I think it could
I
happen.
know it can.
Especially with all these sorry ass movies that have been coming out lately. I think luchacabra's fucking shit.
I bet we get a fucking series of Netflix specials.
Yeah. You want to guarantee a Netflix special? Put a fucking underage little girl on there topless. Boom! They'll put you on there.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm just.
So you can
Yeah,
go
I'd
fuck
be afraid for that too, but we might get one of these midgets that I met and go topless on there. See if that'll pass.
I mean, it is Upside Down Studios, so it would have to be something like that.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
another idea.
That's the gear to turn it.
Luchacabra Part 2.
Nope, whole different movie.
That kind of scares me because we was talking about little girls topless.
Nope, you
Yeah.
talked about midgets.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
midgets?
Uh-oh.
Luchacabra.
We need a
against the midgets.
psycho. We need a psycho, like a psychotic midget killer.
They got that as child's play.
No,
Or Leprechaun.
Oh, yeah, her leprechaun.
nope.
Can you imagine a midget fucking coming at you and you just hold his head? And he's trying his damnedest to fucking swipe that blade at you. And you just hold his head.
Name? What's that comedian's name?
Brad. Brad.
Yeah, his special was Fun Time. He's
know
talking
you're
about that. He's like, met this woman who's like absolutely, truly, 100%, honestly, real deal afraid of midget rape. And he goes, it can't happen, and here's why. You need one move to defeat us. And he goes, it's this. And he just sticks his hand out.
The stiff arm.
The stiff arm.
That's fucked up.
Oh,
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious though.
Oh, he is funny.
you when he was like, everybody thought he was Wee Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, his name is Jason Acuna. He's Mexican. We do not all look alike. I don't know. Did we touch on the fucking Venom being gay thing on the last show?
Yeah.
Dude, they're trying to push like Tom Hardy hasn't said a damn thing. I know he's probably sitting there like, I was fucking Bane, and now you're making me a gay Venom. And Andy Serkis was the one who said it. He's the fucking one who made the movie or directed the movie or whatever. But I mean, there was never. I go by. I don't give a fuck what Andy Serkis says, but I go by what Stan Lee wrote, and it wasn't even Stan Lee. Who the fuck was it? It was somebody under Stan Lee who made Venom. I think McFarlane might have made Venom. And
Might have.
yeah, Venom was never gay, never had any gay tendencies, tones. Just like I know they made fun of it later on in different like cartoons and stuff, but never as I don't know if this is a Mandela effect or just something maybe I missed, but it seems like a big fucking deal. Iceman was never gay. Was Iceman gay?
I don't recall that.
Do you remember Iceman being gay?
No.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Is gay.
Let me tell you something though. All these references, you got to remember, you're going back to my childhood. Like I didn't keep up with comics through my adult life and everything. So, and that kind of segues into something that, or just reminded me of something I've talked about with my kids, with like newer shows and newer cartoons. There seems to be like they're always trying to put a couple, make a couple out of characters be a couple, and I'm like, I don't fucking remember any of this when I was a kid.
No,
I
not
just
at all.
watched Transformers. I just watched G.I. Joe. Nobody was gay. Nobody was straight. Nobody loved anybody. It was fucking cartoons.
Apple Pew.
I
He
mean-
was the straightest motherfucker there was.
I mean, I get when you get into, older age stuff, but I'm talking like, Saturday morning cartoon type
exactly.
stuff. Why do we have to have, why does anybody in those shows have to be gay? Why do they have to be straight for that matter? Why do they have to be anything other than just that fucking
Why do we even
character?
gotta deal in that part of the situation when you're fighting? You're trying to save the world. Who gives a fuck whose cock is in whose mouth? It's nobody's business, especially when they're the Teen Titans, when they're the Tiny Toons, the Muppet Babies. Nobody needs that shit in there.
Right. I agree. It's just not, and that's not being phobic or, homophobic or transphobic. Hell, I even said, let's not even make them straight. There's no need to touch on that.
No touching. No touch.
No bad thing.
No touch.
Bad thing. No bad me. No bad.
Simple as that. No touch. I mean, you can even. There's just no touch. Just no touch. Oh, fuck. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're doing to these movies, man. And then, did you see the new Batman trailer?
Nope.
Nah, that looks like it's gonna be a bunch of fucking shit, dude.
Nope.
I honestly just don't see Twilight Boy as Batman. And his fucking helmet. Like that's the one thing that makes Batman. You gotta fucking have the helmet. The helmet makes Batman. Even the Adam West Batman, there was a distinction in that silly ass fucking helmet he wore.
Right.
The new fucking helmet looks
Seen it.
fucking ridiculous, too.
Greg, pull it up. Greg, pull it up on the big screen so I can see it. My glasses are in the car.
The new fucking helmet is just ridiculous.
It's terrible that I have to say shit like that now.
Who?
It looks to me like
Whose helmet?
Batman.
new Batman. The Twilight boy. I don't remember what his fucking name is. Or they'll call it a cowl or something.
Yeah.
Even all them silly ones right there, those are Halloween and cosplay ones. Those don't even look as stupid as the new one. But the images, they're probably...
You're stuck on like shopping, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Type in image of new Batman cowl. Oh, that helmet over there is pretty tight. that dark side one over there is pretty sweet too. The skull looking one.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see if they got the newer one in there. Maybe type 2021 in that bitch. I went over there.
What?
Those
What's the name of
2021.
the movie that-
The Batman. They're not even doing anything interested in the name. Interesting in the name. There.
Which one?
All them the pointy-headed ones, and they actually look better without him and without them on him.
Like this one?
That one?
Yeah, that fucking retarded looking helmet.
That one?
Yeah.
Alright.
Now to see it like that don't look bad. That's kind of dominatrixy. But to see it on him, the damn thing looks stupid. It doesn't look like Batman. It looks like somebody cosplaying Batman. Yeah, it kind of looks like that.
Man.
And then they got Colin. Now mind you, look, there are plenty of actors to suit parts. I don't understand why they decided to grab one actor and cover him with fucking fat ass to come up with a part. They got Colin Farrell, the dude who played Bullseye in Daredevil. Skinny dude, he's about my size, playing the Penguin. Now mind you, good actor. There's plenty of chubby good actors. Fucking Danny DeVito played an awesome fucking Penguin, even though they gave him that Mickey Mouse fucking script.
Yeah.
That he played an awesome one. The dude who was in the Gotham series played a good fucking. Actually, the kid who played Joker in the Gotham series played an awesome fucking Joker. And they just didn't call him Joker.
Right.
But they got plenty of folks out there to play the parts. And I hate. They're just like changing the color of the person, fucking changing the gender of the person. You got people to fill these parts. You got people. Why are you taking away from good stories that have the people like the gay folks or the black folks or the whatever folks and use those stories? I still can't figure that out. Don't make fucking sense to me. What we got here?
What do we got here?
What we
That
got?
would be a cell phone.
Kinda.
We'll be on it.
A screen.
No, that's the problem. I
Marco,
don't have a screen. My screen is fucked up.
Fuckered.
Marco has multiple screens.
Harry Styles in the Eternals after credits screen. Why don't you fucking wait until motherfucker have an after credits screen? Alright, so we're probably gonna wrap this shit up early. If y'all haven't noticed, I guess I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag now. This was pre-recorded. I will be in Cleveland tomorrow doing a show. The Light 'em Up show. If y'all want to come check that shit out, I'm gonna hobble my back ass
until
in
you're there.
Huh?
They won't be hearing this till you're there.
And good, so the motherfuckers who here to listen to the end know that why aren't they commenting back? I said something. Why aren't they replying?
No, you're saying so. Come on out. I'm like, you're going to be on stage. They're going to be listening. They're not going to be hearing you. Invite them to the show.
In Cleveland, they can walk down the street. I get what you're saying, dickhead.
Butthole.
Fucking up my shit.
God damn.
But yeah, I'm gonna be out. I'll be out in Cleveland tomorrow, and Friday. I think it's Friday. I'll be out in PA at Patsy's. Check out Upside Down Studios. Check out the Eargasm guys. Check out John Huff and them. And that
October
being
29th.
said, okay, that's the CalFest.
CalFest starts at 5 o'clock. West Side Bowl, Youngstown, Ohio. $8 to get in.
Have a good time. Support your local people. Support the cause. That's for our boy Jussie. That being said, we out.
Night, y'all.
Good night.